Good Monday morning, Mount Olive Church. We would like to start this Monday off with a devotion based upon Brother Jody's, the Lord's message that he gave through Brother Jody. What a wonderful message it was. And we really enjoyed it. And the theme of it is decisions. For me, the theme of it was decisions. And there was something that really stuck out to me that I wrote in my notes. Actually, there were several things, and then me and Ross talked about it this evening or after church. And that was, Lot, he knew where he was going. He knew where he was taking his family, but he did it anyways. And the thought is, how do we allow ourselves to make those decisions? Let's look in Genesis 13 and verse 11. Then Lot chose him all the plain of Jordan, and Lot journeyed east, and they separated themselves the one from the other. So we see here clearly that Lot made his decision, and his decision was in the plains of Jordan, neighboring the city of Lot. He was going down, neighboring the city of Sodom. He was going down to dwell in the outskirts of Sodom. So here's the decision. And we know it was a wrong decision, right? In retrospect. But this decision carried with it a destiny. Every decision that we make will carry with it a destiny. Brother Jody said a consequence, a cost. So this was a wrong decision. Now, why did he make this decision, as me and Ross talked about? Why did he make this decision, knowing it was the wrong decision? I believe that. Well, he got confused or blinded by a couple of factors, delight and desire. Delight and desire took control of his decision making. Look at the delight in verse 10. This is why he made the decision. And Lot lifted up his eyes and beheld all the plain of Jordan, his direction, that it was well watered everywhere before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, even as the garden of the Lord, like in the land of Egypt. So this was a beautiful garden place. It was well watered. There would be the resources for all his delights. Now, delight, the definition is to take pleasure or to give keen enjoyment. There were amusements in Sodom. There were resources where he could obtain amusements and pleasures. His wife would take pleasure in climbing the social order of things. She loved the social status. Lot would take pleasure in success and become one who sat at the gate as a Supreme Court justice, so to speak, as one of the judges of the city, one of the leaders, the politicians. There was great delights there at Sodom. And so delight blinded and curbed his decisions. And then lastly, his desire. And Abram dwelled in the land of Canaan, and Lot dwelled in the cities of the plain and pitched his tent towards Sodom, and could see that the men of Sodom were wicked and sinners before the Lord exceedingly. Now think about that. Why would he pitch the entrance of his tent towards Sodom? Because every morning he gets up and he goes out of the tent, he sees Sodom. Every morning when he would go, he could turn as he would go to bed and he could see Sodom. Desire had taken over his heart, and his desire, a strong feeling of wanting to have something. His desire, morning and at night, was towards Sodom. So we see clearly, as me and Ross said, how do people make decisions knowing it's going to impact their kids and their family and their futures? That's something Ross said. You can see it and you can know it. So how can people make those decisions? Because they are simply blinded by delights and desires. Now, there's nothing wrong with delights and desires, as long as those decisions that are made towards delight and desires are made towards the Lord. When we make the Lord's delight our delight, when we delight to do his will, then we'll make the right decisions. When our delight is found in God and the things of God, when our desires are the will of God, when our desires are the things that God desires, we'll not miss out, but we'll feel full. We'll feel satisfied. We'll find meaning and purpose. So when our delights and desires are centered upon God and his will, we'll make the right decisions. So check, is this delight, is this desire that's driving my decision and my destiny, is it of the Lord? We hope today this is a devotion that will guide your day today, and that with it, you'll find favor and blessing from the Lord. Have a good day.